All right, welcome to the relationship show. This one is on been together for 3 years and still haven't had sex. So this woman writes, she's 26 years old. How can I gradually ease my anxious partner who's 29 years old into first time sex? So they're both virgins. My significant other and I have never had sex in the nearly 3 years we've been together. Yeah, maybe they're virgins, maybe they're not, but they haven't had sex together. We're both reserved, extremely introverted personalities who have found a deep, loving connection in one another, but our affections have always been non sexual, nearly fully clothed. I felt ready for a while, but he hasn't. Last year, I asked for advice on a frustrated post. I'm trying to figure out what the hangup has been. He's a very cautious, anxious person, and there has been a question of whether this plays into or if he is asexual, disinterested in sex. We've been essentially living together for the last few months, and it's clear there has been a huge growth in trust and attachment to the relationship on his side. He tells me he is sexually interested in me and does not want to be complacent in our level of affection right now, but he is anxious about the unknown, self conscious, and fears disappointing me. One weekend, I asked if we could try rubbing my body on top of his through thin clothing. So it's like this guy just hasn't made a move in like 3 years. It's just a little curious. I mean, it's like, and then she has to initiate the contact. I mean, it's been 3 years, and it's like now she's finally like initiating contact. But I don't know if there's some like religious background going on here, like I don't know, some kind of religion thing or what's up. But I mean, some kind of cultural thing. To my surprise, he agreed. I made sure he wasn't pressured, and the very first time we went to the bed for the purpose of intimacy. It was awkward, of course, but I made sure to regularly check in to make sure what we were doing was okay with him. He closed his eyes and just held me around the waist while I put gentle pressure between us down there, and it felt like a dream. Yeah, I mean, it's been the anticipation on this has been like 3 years. So yeah, even like this situation, like with thin clothing and basically she's just like grinding on top of him. Um, yeah, I guess I could see where it could be like a dream if you're waiting for it for at least some kind of sexual interest for like 3 years. Um, but I mean, okay, so you're thinking he's like asexual or not into sex. Um, I mean, did he get hard when you're doing that, or what? I mean, does he just like get hard and then just like get blue balls and then go mysteriously in the bathroom for like another 30 minutes afterwards, or you know what? Um, I'm asking for help on how to progress forward from this because it's clear that my initiative is vital to anything happening at all. And ask what are some smaller things he would be comfortable with us doing. He has absolutely no ideas. So she's like having to take the lead, take the charge, almost be in like that masculine essence, as if, well, if as if she's the one who has to basically like penetrate him. So it's like reverse roles. It's like she is a penis, he is a vagina. I mean, that's metaphorical example here, but I mean, it's like this guy's not. It's just a weird situation um, that he's not initiating any sort of sex at all. Has basically like no apparent interest. So there's got to be some kind of like I don't know. My guess is it's like a cultural thing. Who knows? Comment below if you have any ideas on this one and what he's thinking. He's also unable to answer about fantasies, turn-ons, etc. Yet he's okay with me continuing to make suggestions, though he may decline them. I'm just terrified of messing things up and making him feel resentful of me or sex. Being super inexperienced and uncreative with this, I'm open to any vanilla ideas that could very gently get him more physically comfortable. I'd especially appreciate perspectives of anyone who has been or knows of someone hesitant into getting into sex. Even even better if from guys out there or anyone on the asexual spectrum. Yeah, I mean, just try like making out with him, you know, and then trying to take his clothes off, you know, just like heighten a sense of attraction towards each other, um, with just making out. And then when making out kind of leads to more, and then it's more of an intimate position, and that's really when you like take each other's clothes off, and then I don't know, maybe try to give him head or something, you know, I don't know. I'm at odds on this one. You know, it's kind of an interesting situation. There's obviously some kind of background, um, but an interesting one for sure.